Hello traders. So today I was just doing some fishing around, looking for something that was specifically correlated to New York. Because obviously I was just thinking, I don't even know why I didn't think about this, but on a daily chart, because I do mostly swing trading. So on a daily chart, a flip is only going to close at the end of the day. So what does that tell me? That tells me that there was pressure within New York to close that at the end of the day. So basically all the flips and all of your entries on daily flips should be taken on New York. So I just wanted to see if there's like a correlation. Now it's not perfect. By all means, nothing is. But I discovered something extremely interesting. So this is a New York happy hour. I literally just type New York session, and it's this one. Okay, so that's the indicator. But basically, what it does, it shows me New York's open. So the whole key of this strategy is basically seeing what overall trend we're in when the New York brick this closes, or basically any closes that happen. I would say from like any brick flips that happen from like 6:15 to 6:30. 6:45 is kind of late, and you'll see what I mean. Or even early as 6 o'clock, but 6 o'clock is really early. But okay, so like look at this one. This one was 6:30, right? So it closed a bunch of bricks, and what I'm trying to get at is that it's going to go in one direction for the most part, right? So you get your New York direction to go into while New York is happening, and you buy in on that, right? So like another one, it happened, we're in a buy, right? Just to show you that it trended more after the close. This was a 6:30 o'clock. This was 6:45. So this is where your entry would have been. Just an example, like a random one, the back test, and that would have netted you like 140, right? Same thing. And then like for instances like this is like I said, it's not perfect, right? So I said we're in a sell. We had a flip that happened at 6:15. So like what I'm noticing is that a lot of flips happen during New York's open. Like literally the trade that I'm on right now did the exact same thing. And then it did end up closing another one, but it did turn back into a sell, which you could have took. You know, this one didn't work out, but you can re-enter and you would have made back your money. Um, I haven't really looked at how London does and how Asian does, or Tokyo. Not really them, because they're not really the pushers when it comes to US30. I would say mostly the New York market. This one was super early. Like I said, it's not perfect. 6:30, and then I mean up to 6:45. So I mean that's at least 100, couple good amount of bricks. And then just gotta remove that. Once again, New York. That was a loser. But yeah, 6:30. Anything six, whatever trend it's in. Six. I would say 6:30. 6:30 is like really good. 6:15 is a little early. 6:15 is a little early, but whatever direction is in 6:30, I would just go. And it is closed. I would just go in that direction. So we're there, right? 6:30. 6:45, so you would have been able to collect all of that. New York, 6:30 down, 6:30 all the way up to 8:15. Okay, so like here's one that's not perfect, because like I said, I don't want to like go on and show you guys something that I discovered and say, oh, it's a holy grail, because that doesn't happen, right? So I'm just trying to show you like interesting things to collect onto whatever strategy that you use of mine. And this is something that I want to show my friend Link and my whole team in Discord, and I really think this is just something cool. So this one, like I said, wasn't perfect. And then we obviously had it did sell off if you did continue to hold it. 6:30 again, nice buy. New York 6:30. This one was a little short, I would pre-assume, just because it has already been trending a lot early, like London early. Um, so maybe that's something that we can implement as well. That if it was trending by X amount of pips, we won't take it because of London already making a big move, right? I don't know, little stuff like that. 6:30 again. So I'm just literally backtesting this with you. 6:30 again. Just go all the way. 7:45. 6:30 again. Right? So and that this brick was 5:45, so this one didn't close till 6:15, so that was like a what, a 30 minute 45-minute difference. So I mean, yeah, you just gotta wait and see what flip happens in New York. 6:45. Okay, so here we saw a bunch of 6:30s, and that was really um, pretty consecutive of it going in the same direction, because you would only close that trade if it actually flipped. You would have just kept holding and holding until it flipped. 6:45, a little bit late, but it did end up trending. Like I said, I'm going through this with you. Oh, okay, looks like there's no more trades. Oh, okay, it's just unmarked. Okay, so maybe it doesn't go back that far. Okay, that's fine. What's that? It's 0, 0. That's London. I think New York is pink. Yeah, yeah. 6:30, trended good. 6:30, trended good. My gosh, dude, this is crazy. How did I not know about? Sometimes when you make strategies, you miss out on a lot of common sense stuff that makes a big difference, and that's just one of them. Obviously, I should have been thinking, well, what time does Renko push best? New York. The London and New York overlap. Um, 6:30 again. And look, guys, these are non repainting. Like once this is closed, it's closed. It's on a traditional 10 brick on a 15-minute time frame. And I mean, this is doing it at least 85%, 90% of the time, right? I mean, that's safe to say. Here's another one, 6:30. 6:30, this one was a little bit looser. Finally, I wanted to see one that it didn't do what it was supposed to. Um, Primarily because we could have looked back what happened in London and been like, oh wow, well it already kind of sold off a lot, right? Whatever, just little stuff like I said that you can do like that. What's my time? 7 minutes. Okay, 7:44. Okay, so it just doesn't go back this far then. But this is kind of where we're at. I would show you my MT4. Okay, it's not. See, it won't show any information. But I did, in fact, take this sell, and I will post the profit on my Discord because I wanted to test this live, and it's on a very small lot, so I don't really care. But I just wanted to test the theory that, because look, this brick closed at 5, right? So that's not super early. It's not a 6:30 flip, so that tells me that 6:30-ish is when it's actually going to start pushing. Like right now, this is just pre-early. What it looks like on this chart. See, New York. And you could just look at it on a candlestick time frame wise, like 6:30. There's that. 6:30. There's that. Right. So this is what I was showing you. Like when you buy on the 6:30 close, that this is what you're trading, right? So like this one did it. Oh, this is one of the ones where I was like, oh, you can do it, either or. Like, what's the stop loss amount? Like 60. Okay. I'll backtest that more. But I mean, I just think this is really interesting. Like this one didn't last that long, so this one was a loser. 6:30, 6:30. 6:30. So it's really interesting. So I mean, whenever the Renko brick flips is when you would actually take profit, not based on little other candlestick closes. That basically that's what Renko filters out. But this is really interesting, and I'm gonna leave it at that. And I will definitely backtest New York a little bit more to see if I can increase the brick size to make it a little bit more profitable, or even scalp it a little bit more. Maybe that's a possibility that I can see as well. So either or. But other than that, guys, that's pretty much it. Just wanted to show you that. It's pretty cool. And if you have any questions, let me know.